Hey everybody, this is Tank and Trucker, and I got a replay here from Digger07. And put it this way, he doesn't send them to me unless they are good, and this is a good one. Now, I know I've been bashing Arty a lot, saying that it's crap and doesn't hit for shit, and it's worthless, and, I guess it comes down to, what's on the enemy team and, what you're shooting at and, what position the tank is setting at when it gets hit. It's not as easy as, point and click anymore. You have to really select your targets, to, I guess, how can I put it? Just get the big damage games, because you're not seeing those as much in artillery anymore. Now, instead of seeing, put it on his view there, seeing a 4,000 or 5,000 damage game in artillery, every match or every other match, now you're seeing it's more around, 1,000, 1,500 tops. And it really comes down, again, like I said, get a little dizzy there, kind of what targets you're shooting at. And I'm just going to leave it on whatever Digger07 was seeing. And like you can see, he hits this, was it a 140 there? Only hit him for 152, and he splashed the T-25 pilot for 189. I think that was a direct hit right on the one. That was a direct hit for 289. But if you look at it, 140's got really good frontal armor. He also splashed the pilot there for 99. Hit the pilot there for, was it 301? Pilot's got, less frontal armor and just not as good armor. So it's going to do more damage. Now, one thing I did notice, the reason I never really played my Batchat 155, 58, the Tier 10 Arty a whole lot, I liked it and I didn't like it. I didn't like the long load time. In this last patch, this Batchat Tier 10 Arty kind of suffered more than the rest of them, not only because it lost its AP rounds, but also because they shaved off one of the rounds you had in its magazine. So instead of having 4, you now get 3, and I don't believe they lowered the load time any. I think they left it at the same load time. Took that Amex 1390 out there, but I think they left it at the same load time. Took one of the rounds away from you, and I believe they either left the in-between shots, either left it the same, or they might have actually nerfed that a little bit too. So in between shots, I think it was like 5 seconds. It says, I think it's 4.90 seconds is what it's showing on my thing there. I don't know if I believe that's in between shots. So they might not have touched it. But they definitely took a round away from it, and I don't believe they buffed up the load time. I think they left that the same. But so far, he's got 6 hits at 1,191 damage and 1 kill. And I don't know why. I don't know if that has something to do with the mod pack that I have on here, why it's spinning around like that, but it gets kind of dizzy at first. But it also comes down in artillery, really, like the targets you're shooting at, where you're hitting them, and the angles the tanks are setting at now. Because you just saw him hit that there for IS-3 for 206. And the one thing about getting hit with the 155-58 is when you get hit with that first shell, you always know there's probably 2 more coming at you. If he's not getting 1 shot and then reloading, you're usually going to get hit by all 3 shots. He's reloading right now again, and also you can see that Digger07 He knows his artillery, that he sees that it has a forward gear, and he uses it and moves around to get shots at different things. He doesn't just sit there and wait for a tank to move to him. He's moving around a little bit to get better angles on stuff. Aiming it on the E75, and he should be about loaded here. But that U-75 is getting him some pretty nice. Looks like he just got loaded. Hit him right, kind of on the side of the turret there for, what was that, 300 right on the money. He's reloaded again, taking another shot. Now that hit him right in the front and only did 144 damage. So you can see it really comes down to where you're hitting the targets. You hit a heavily armored tank in the front, you're not going to do much at all. You hit it in the side there, you're going to do double the damage. So he's up to 2,562 damage, and he's got the one kill. He gets a couple more kills here. But the thing that impressed me the most about this replay from Digger07 is at the end of the match, his team, I believe it was a win. I never did ask him. By the looks of the experience that he got, it was like 900 experience. I think his team won. Because it's, oh, I don't play the different. Let me pause for a second and see. I don't play the, it's Assault. Yeah, I don't play the different. I always play just the standard matches. But, so on Assault, it looks like, if I remember right, there's one flag and the enemy team has to take that flag. All you have to do for your team is stop them from doing that. So if it comes down to it, and they got 12 tanks at the end, and you're the last tank, and they haven't capped your flag or killed everybody, you win. And at the very end here, I don't want to ruin it, but at the very end, well, I don't want to ruin it, but I'm gonna. So at the very end, I took out that E75. I see a lot of players in artillery. If their team is losing, and B, this was an assault, and he just had to live. I see a lot of artillery players, and it really irks me when they do it, will either go dive into the water or pull up against a rock, shoot the rock, and blow themselves up. And that's one thing about this. I just took out the IS-3, so he's up to 3 kills now. That's one thing about this replay that I like the most is, it comes down to it. It's Digger by himself, and I think the enemy had 4 tanks, and, he didn't go find a rock and go derp himself or go find some water. Well, it doesn't have any water. But, he didn't find a way to, kill himself. Instead, he fought it out tooth and nail to the last minute, and he actually won it for his team. But as you can see, he knows that his tank does have a forward gear, and he's using it, and he's relocating to an area that he feels is, much safer than the area he's at, which, they're down to a T-30 and a T-49 and himself. The enemy team still has an E-50M, Skoda T-50, and a 1390. So I'm wondering if that might be just a glitch in the replay with the mod pack I have. Why it spins around like that. Sure makes you dizzy, though. But he's loaded, and he's looking for some targets there, and they got somebody lit for him. Well, they still got a E-50M that's got half his health. And that splashed right in front of him and still did 265 damage, so it was a pretty good hit. They're getting down. They got less than 2 minutes to either kill everybody on his team or cap them. And it's down to the T-30 and Digger and his artillery, and Digger's up to 4 kills. And he's up to 3,175 damage. I think the total damage he ends up doing was 4,195 total. But, so, at this point in the game, he's just trying to find a spot to kind of be able to hold out, hopefully get shots off, and also not get killed. The T-30 gets taken out here in a second by the was the 1390 gets around him and just plugs him, you know. So now it's down to Digger and his Batchat artillery against 3, and there's 57 seconds left in the match, and he's got 2 rounds left in the magazine, so he's kind of tucking in the back here, and at this point, you know, like I was saying, a lot of people, they'll just derp something next to them to blow themselves up or go drown themselves, and it's just so irritating. But you know, he didn't give up. He didn't say screw it. You know, I'm not gonna uh, die because the team, you know, failed me and left me to shit, and you know, I gotta try and do this myself, and you know, I don't want to die. You know, I'm gonna go kill myself. He didn't, and yeah. So that 1390 just lost 755 of his hit points because Digger didn't just give up. And that's what I like to see in replays that people send me um, for matches like this, is when they don't go drown themselves and stuff. It's irritating when people do that. But yeah, so he ended up winning it for his team. He had 1 shell left in his magazine, and he had 2 enemy tanks left to take out, and he ended up taking that 1390 and just smacking him upside the head. So yeah, I think it was 4,195 or 4,175 damage is what he did, and he got 4 kills. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought it was 5 kills. It must have been 4. But yeah, I was pretty impressed with this. I haven't seen a 3,900 and well 4,195 whatever it was damage match in artillery, and you know, well, since they've done the nerf to artillery. So yeah, that was a wicked game. So it looks like you know, the artillery still has kind of a kick to it. Just, you know, like I said, it really all comes down to the targets you're shooting at and where you're hitting them. You hit something in the front, E75, E100, you're going to do 100 damage. But if you're able to hit them in the side or the rear, you're going to do double the damage. Or if you hit a 1390, something lightly armored, you'll do almost 800 damage in one shot and derp them. So, anyways, yeah, I was pretty impressed with this replay, and thought I'd share it with you guys. So, if you liked the video, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Hey, I noticed that I made a mistake in the end of the video there on the artillery. He actually had 5 kills, not 4. Just wanted to reiterate that he had 5 kills, not 4. I just looked at the wrong number. I was counting what I saw with the little skull and crossbones there, and I only counted 4, but I forgot he had got a blind shot on the IS-3, and it didn't count it as a kill on that side, but if you looked, it did show it up on the main screen where it showed the amounts of kills. So it was actually 5 and not 4. Just wanted to clarify that. You guys take it easy, and I will see you later.